different Detroit team I'm sure you're used to seeing. You had 4 or 5 good scoring chances there.
Well, I have 3 good chances on the power play there outside the net, but I missed the net a couple of times, and Stefan make a few good saves. But we all know with Jacques Demers, Detroit is going to have a lot better team, especially defensively, and that's what we expect for the game tonight.
As you look back at the team that Detroit had last year, you had to think that they had some good hockey players on the ice. They just didn't seem to have it together. And I guess, as you mentioned, Demers is the kind of a guy that gets it out of everybody. So I'm sure not only yourselves, but the people around the league are expecting a much tighter hockey club.
I'm pretty sure Jacques Demers is going to do a good job down there, because everywhere he coaches, they have a very good team. And that's kind of coach or the player likes to play for him and give 100% every night. And that's, I think, why Detroit is going to have a lot better team this year.
There's been a lot of likening from Michel Bergeron and Jacques Demers. It seems that they have very much the same type of attitude and they coach the same way.
Oh yeah, they're very aggressive. They want the player to give 100% every time they go on the ice, and they kind of they coach the same way, and they always, they're very tough and they want to win every game.
Michel, you've had 4 straight seasons of over 50 goals now. Your 9th year in the league. Any extra pressure anymore, or has it become passé to go out there and know you've got the shot, you're up and down that wing, and as we saw in the first period, you get lots of scoring chances. That's the key to getting all those goals.
Yeah, that's why, and that's my type of game, go still on my wing and use my shot or go side the net, and when you play guys like DeHunter, he's forechecking very well, or Peter Stachny, he's a great passer, so, I just like to position myself around the net.
Jacques, or I should say Michel this morning told us that he used 24 line combinations in your last exhibition game. He said the players, I think, were confused. I was confused. For the most part, he leaves you and Dale Hunter together, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, we play against me and Dale, but it's hard. For the last 3 years, we didn't play with the same right winger. We play maybe 10 games, and it's another one. It's kind of tough, but we have a good one with Huisliger, but you get traded, and it's part of the game now. Ken Queenie have had a very good training camp, and hopefully he's going to do a very good job for us.
As well as Quebec played last year to finish first in the Adams division. Still a disappointment, I'm sure, to finish right out of the bat, getting beat by Hartford. And, of course, as we pointed out, the great rivalry you have with the Canadians, and they go on to win the Cup. But you people seem to have something going here in sport that's nowhere else, even the Yankee teams and whatever. Montreal-Quebec is the rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, yes, because, especially even in the preseason game, we have a few fights, and it's a very intense game. And like last year we got beat by Hartford, but we'll look forward for this year when we know we have a very good team in a very competitive division, and hopefully we're going to do a lot better in the playoff.
Do you think it takes something out of your hockey club with as competitive as that division is, and of course Buffalo's beefed up this year? Any team in that division really, look at Buffalo, had 80 points last year. They didn't make the playoffs. Do you think it takes something out of everybody in the division to have to fight so hard all year long?
I'm sure, because every game we play against each other is very good games, and very intense game, very physical game, and that's why at the end of the year, the guys who are the team is going to stay out of injury is going to win. I think it's very tough. Like Buffalo, like you said, this year they're going to have a lot tougher team and bigger team, and it's going to be very tough.
Has the Quebec Nordiques, have they heard much about the new Detroit Red Wing team under Demers, or do you just expect, knowing Jacques Demers, that they're going to be a much tighter team?
Well, we expect, because I know Jacques Demers was a coach of my first year here, and I know he's very defensively type of coach, but guys like Eiserman, Klima, and Ogwani, they're going to have let those guys score the goals.
Well, again, Bergeron is the type of guy like Demers that he likes you to go up and down as well as scoring the goals and still play some defense as well. I guess basically you're going to get your goals. A guy like yourself, you got to gamble a little bit. But I'm sure the coach is saying, look, if you're back, if you're there, just pick another jersey and pick up the loose guy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, Detroit is make a big plus on it to hire Jacques Demers, because especially. Guys like, at the Christmas time, the team like Detroit, usually they let them down, and, you just finished the last 40 games, but with Jacques Demers, you have to play, every game. And I best him the wish of luck.
Michel, it's always a pleasure, whether it's on television or doing the game live, to watch Michel Goulet play. You're a great goal scorer, and continued success.
Thank you very much.
Michel Goulet, the top gunner for the Quebec Nordiques. We'll be back with more